Hello.
Sir, you can start your
Good.
session.
Okay. Okay, madam. Hello. Good morning and warm wishes for all of you. I welcome you all. I also welcome our respected speaker, Professor Amit Kumar Rawat, convener IIC and HOD MBA, RIT Roorkee. I also welcome Director IIMT College of Science and Technology, Dr. Poonam Pandey, Dean, IIMT College of Science and Technology, Dr. C.S. Yadav, President, IIC and HOD BSCCS, Dr. Vasali, Convener, IIC, Dr. Disha Vidyarthi, all the coordinators, faculty members, and students. I, Vikas Kumar, Assistant Professor, BSCCS, welcome you all on behalf of IIMT College of Science and Technology. Today, we are gathered here for this session on the topic intellectual property rights and IP management for startups. Now I am inviting our guest, Professor Amit Kumar Rawat. Sir, kindly share your experience and knowledge to our viewers. Sir, now you can start your session. Over to you.
Thank you, Vikas sir. Thank you very much for giving me a wonderful opportunity. And I'm very happy to share my words, my thoughts, my experience along with the audience and you. So please give me a few minutes for sharing my PPT.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Sir, it's visible now.
Yes, sir. It is visible, but make it full screen, sir.
It's okay now.
Okay. Okay, sir. It is okay now.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Okay. So now I want to say something about of innovation, startup, and entrepreneurship before starting the concept of IP related to the startups. Dear students, dear faculty members, I am Amit Kumar Rawat, the head of the department and IIC convener, along with the head of our incubation center at RIT Roorkee. I know this is a time and this is a time of this is a boom related to the startups. Now, government taking a lot of initiative towards entrepreneurship, entrepreneurial process, startups, ventures, and so on. So I think if you have any kind of idea or any kind of information, any kind of a new thoughts, please try to make a startups with the innovative things, with the uniqueness, with the USP. Initially, students thinks, sir, what it's a wastage of time. Why we do the startup? I think we are getting admission in a different colleges for getting a placement only. There is no meaning of any kind of a startup. So failure chances is more in comparison to the success. But it's true, I understand. But it's not a wastage of time. Suppose that you have an innovative idea, you have a creative idea, you have a unique thing, or suppose your thing, your idea is to be executed in a stream mode, in a wonderful mode, and you capture the market at an initial stage. So I think you can make a comparison in between the entrepreneur or a manager. So that's why the government takes a lot of initiatives. AICT is also taken a lot of initiative. That's why each and every institutions establish the IIC cell in a premises. Institution Innovation Council. The basic motive of establishing these kind of a council to protect and promote the business ideas, business things, innovative ideas and creativity of the students along with the faculty members. So organizing of these kinds of session, the basic motive behind this, institutions try to promote the basic or important ideas, unique ideas, and provide a lot of supports, like as a mentorship, like as a funding support, like as a protection support, another like a lot of kind of support. So whenever you are thinking about of a creativity, whenever you are thinking about of a market, whenever you are thinking about of a product, services, and so on. So suppose that you have a unique and creative idea, unique and creative thing. So first of all, try to protect that kind of information, that kind of idea, because without having a protection, suppose that you disclose your ideas along with another one, or suppose that people take a protection of that idea, then you can never say it's your one. So that's why we are discussing about of intellectual property right, IP protection, and so on. So what's the meaning of a IP and what's the meaning of IPR? I want to say something about of a IP and IPR. You know, IP is any creation of a human mind, like a tangible properties. Their creation has a value, and as with all property, it's need to be protected. What about of IPR? So IPR gives them this protection because you want to protect your idea, you want to protect your information, you want to protect your thoughts, you want to protect your anything related to your physical structure and virtual structure, related to your music, related to your dictionary, related to your research, related to your any kind of information, any kind of thoughts, any kind of creations. So as well as helping them exploit and control their IP, the exclusive right granted by the state to prevent others from using manufacturing, distributing inventions, process, applications, and all. So what kind of a property? So kinds of a property, like as a movable property, immovable property, and intellectual property. So movable means like as a car, pen, dress, and so on. And intellectual property means literacy works, inventions, innovation, and all. So what is the nature of intellectual property? Most of time people ask about of a nature. So a lot of points, a lot of factors, a lot of concepts is available, but only try to include of these kind of points in terms of a nature of intellectual property. The first one is the intangible property. Second thing is a time bound, and fourth one is attended with limitation and expectations. The major intellectual properties are like as a copyright and related rights, industrial properties like as a patents, industrial designs, trademarks, trade secrets, geographical indications, and so on. So these are some laws, IP laws of India. So Act and related department. So the Copyright Act in 1957 related to the higher education. Patent Act 1970 related to the industrial policy and promotion. Design Act 2000 related to the industrial policy and promotion. The Trademark Act 1999 industrial policy and promotion, and the geographical indication, semiconductor and protection plant varieties related to the different departments. So initially people ask about of a patent. Most of the students are saying, sir, what's the basic meaning of a patent? How we can file the patent? How we can make a registration, and so on. So basically we can say a patent is an exclusive right granted for an invention which is a product or offers a new technical solution to a problem. So what's the period of a patent? So most of time we can see usually to Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
So what? Okay. Thank you, sir. So what can be patented? So inventions in all fields of a technology, management, whatever products or process, if they meet the criteria of a nobility, non-obviousness, or industrial applications as per the utility, you can file. A condition of a patentability for nobility, inventions not known to the public prior to claim by the inventor. Always remember these things. Inventive steps, invention would not be obvious to a person with ordinary skills in the art. And the industrial applications can say the invention can be made or used in any useful practical activity as distinct from a purely intellectual. Grant of patent. So patents can be granted by the national patent offices after publication and substantial examination of the applications. So whenever you are thinking about a filing of patent, try to fill up the form, try to make a proper documentation, follow the proper procedure, and publish your inventions, innovation. In India, provision exists for pre-grant and post-grant oppositions by others. They are valid within the territorial limits of the country. Foreigners can also apply for the patent. What kind of inventions are not patentable? So some of them are listed here. So an invention which claims anything obviously contrary to well-established natural laws, like as a machine giving more than 100% performance, perpetual motion of machine, Newton's laws of graviations. So some of like as a gambling machine, device for housebreaking, biological warfare, and so on. So these are some particular things which is not patentable. Then what about of industrial designs? Most of time people ask about of industrial designs of also trademark also. So basically, design means only the feature of shape, configurations, patterns, ornaments, or compositions of lines or colors applied to any article, whether in two-dimensional or three-dimensional or in both the forms, by any industrial process or means, whether manual, mechanical, or chemical, separate or combined, which is finished article appeal to and are judged by slowly by the eye. So these are the basic consumer products in terms of protection. Some pharmaceutical products, some textiles and jewelries, which can be protected by others. Then trademarks. So what's the basic meaning of a trademark? So you can say a name or an enterprise or a mark capable of being represented graphically, distinguish the goods or services of one person from those others, like as a Lux, Godrej, TBS, Apple, and so on. So trademark can be sign, words, letters, numbers, drawing, pictures, emblem, colors or combination of colors, shape of goods, graphic representation or packages, and so on are applied to an article or a product. What about of a registration of trademarks? So you can say the trademark are registered by the national trademark registries and are valid in the country only. Registrations is made after the examination and publication. The period of registration is for the 10 years, but can be renewed immediately. The kinds of trademark, like as a marks on goods, services marks, certification trademark, collective marks, trade name, well-known marks, and so on. So service marks include a banking, education, finance, insurance, real estates, transport, and so on. Certification trademark certified by the proprietor as having characteristics like geographical origin, ingredients, quality, for example, like a ZAG mark, wool mark, certification marks cannot be used as a trademark. Always remember. Well-known marks like as a Coca-Cola for soft drink, trademark like as a Godrej for furniture, refrigerator, store walls, comparator, and so on, G for a bulbs, and so on. So these are some examples related to the trademark. Then the geographical indication of goods. So geographical indication is an indication which identify goods as agriculture goods, natural goods, or manufactured goods, as originated or manufactured in the territory or country or a region or locality in that territory where a given quality, reputation, or other characteristics of such goods as essentially attributable to the geographical origin. So explanation, clarify that GI needs not to be geographical name like as Alfonso, Basmati, and so on. Most of time people says about Banarsi Sadi, Kolhapuri chappals, and so on. Then what about our registration? So you can say in India, geographical indications have to be registered. Geographical indications registry examines and publish the application before registration, and registration is valid for 10 years, but can be renewed after the completing of time immediately. And before saying a thank you, because due to the limitation of time, I want to say thanks. But before saying thanks, I want to say something about of entrepreneurial things. And also want to say about of a lot of things to students, faculties, and institutions. Please try to establish the IIC and try to conduct a lot of activities related to the IPR, related to the innovation, related to the entrepreneurship. Because of in this time, if you do anything unique, then you get a lot of support from government side, from private investor side, from institution side. Because in this time, the government launch a lot of schemes, lot of activities schemes, like as a mentor mentee scheme, impact lecture scheme, along with the Yukti repository scheme in an IIC portal. By using this Yukti repository scheme, we can reposit our ideas, our thoughts, our thinking, our creativity on a portal with you, along with your name, profile, designation, and so on. And after examination, you get a lot of funding support from government side. And if you have a unique idea, then you can get a funding support from your institution side also. But most important thing, whenever you are thinking about any kind of a business activities, any kind of a unique idea, please try to protect your idea initially. Because after some time, we can say, sir, mera idea chori ho gaya. Then after we can't do anything. So I request to all of you, please try to protect your idea after taking a patent. So, as you know, and the basic difference, I'm saying, think about of a business activities also along with your placement activity. I'm not saying don't try to sit in a placement activity. You can sit, but before getting a placement, you can think about of innovation or a startup. Suppose that before getting a placement, suppose that especially for a management students or a BTech students, suppose that you are in a first year and you want to do something unique because of a MBA from first semester, MBA student from first to third semester. So I think during these time, in this time of period, you can think about of a uniqueness. You can think about of your business idea. Because after completing your degree, you become a manager, you become an engineer, but you are working just like as a servant. Or suppose that you establish your business, you establish your startup and getting a revenue. And so suppose that you are a owner. I know most of the people says that startup most time getting a failure. Most of the time startups getting a failure. Yes, it's right. But if you are doing a hard work and doing a proper work, then you never lost your thinking. So it's my recommendation, it's my appeal to you. Please think about of innovation in startups, because of जो हम कहते हैं कि ये टाइम है हमारे आत्मनिर्भर बनने का. Yes, it's an actual time of to become a self reliant, to become an entrepreneur, because in this time government regularly protect you, regularly promote you, regularly support you. Along with the government, private investors, institutions also provide a lot of funding support in terms of a seed fund and Startup India seed funds also. So thank you very much. Any questions?
Hello. Hello.
Hello, yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am,
Hello.
please.
Sir, it was a exciting and fabulous lecture. It gives a valuable knowledge to us about IIC, its policy, patents, startups, and advices for the students, education, innovation, government policies. Also, you motivated our students as well as all the viewers. Thank you. It was a good and exciting session. Now I invite IIC President and HOD BSCCS, Dr. Vasali, for vote of thanks. Dr. Vasali now.
Thank you so much, sir, Vikas sir, for giving me this opportunity. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Amit Kumar Rawat for such an valuable lecture and for your time and efforts. It's very difficult to get the time for such lectures, but we are so much thankful to you, sir, that you have spared your valuable time from your busy schedule for today's lecture. Thank you so much. And also, sir has elaborated the types of the intellectual property rights and the importance of the thing that what is the importance to protect the intellectual property right. So thank you so much, sir. And I hope all our students as well as our faculty members are largely benefited from today's session. I would also like to thank Vikas sir for successfully coordinating this lecture. I would also like to thank our respected director, Dr. Poonam Pandey ma'am, and Dean Dr. C.S. Yadav sir, for giving us this opportunity to organize today's session. And last but not the least, thank you all the attendees for joining with us in today's lecture. And thank you so much, Rawat sir, for your valuable time and efforts.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank
Thank
you,
you, sir.
ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am.
And it's a a privilege for us to invite you in our session in today's online session. And in future, we hope that we will also connect with you in the offline lectures as well. And
No
thank you
issue,
so
ma'am.
much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.